So here's my rig, the Ronin M gimbal, and at the top you can see I have the ATOMOS Ninja Assassin to get the squeeze preview. Most of my stuff has been shot Olympus at 18 millimeters, Olympus 9-18 zoom. I got other lenses on the way. You can see I got a 52 to 62 step-up ring. That comes with the actual Anamorphic 50 kit, and there's the Anamorphic 50. So you just thread that actually to the other end there. So you have, I think it's a 49, a 52, and a 58 thread that comes with the kit, just to let you know. So again, I can't go, I actually have to line up that little dot there with the actual up and down of the setup. So you just kind of unrotate this little curve here, and then you just kind of move it, and then you just tighten up the actual ring itself so that it's perfectly fit. You might want to use a pen light, though, to make sure that your horizontal lens flares are perfect, because you can never be sure on this 100%. And you can also see the normal to near, like little dual focus system. If you're near stuff, you put it to normal or to near. If you're away from stuff, infinity focus, you want to go to normal. Just make sure that's aligned up. So you can see that this is the Canon EF Nifty 50. I tried this with the Metabone Speed Booster. It didn't work really well. You can see the receding, the actual receding optics, which is not good. This is my Panasonic 1235 2.8, great at spherical, but terrible for anamorphic. It uses a 58 to 62 step-up ring that comes with the kit, like I mentioned. And can be tricky as far as weighting your gimbal because it moves up and down. You can see here that if I just let it go, the gimbal's sort of like going down, but if I pull the zoom back, it actually can adjust it. So you're constantly adjusting the forward and backward of the gimbal to make sure it balances, depending on what millimeter lens you're at. But I can only go anywhere from 25 to basically 35. So you can see if I'm anywhere between 0 and 25, I get that kind of barrel there, and I can't see it. So I can only go from 25 to 35, which is 50 to 70 millimeter equivalent 35 millimeter frame. You can see a little vignette on the left there. That's an issue I can't get rid of, so really I can't really use the here is the actual setup with the ATOMOS Ninja Assassin. You have the squeeze options here. This squeeze is horrible. You can see this is a 2-time squeeze. Some people like that ratio. I think it's too much. Again, that would be only for the GH4. There's 1.5, and here is 1.33 squeeze. That is, according to the Anamorph 133. So this is for you to have ability to preview this. You cannot do this yet. Hopefully there'll be a firmware update. You can also set the aspect ratios. You can see right here the true 2:3:9 aspect ratio with a 4K DCP is a little cropped. It's a little bit more. The aspect ratio is a little bit different. But then you can also frame and set up framing to see it with the 16:9 in case in post you actually want to crop it. So that's what's really cool about this. You can actually kind of get a preview of a crop if you're planning on, changing it up, but you will lose resolution. I bought the kit with the diopter 1.88 with the 77 millimeter thread, which threads on the front of the Anamorphic, which basically zooms into you. It's basically a magnifying glass because physically the camera cannot get so close to the characters, so you have to put this on to get closer shots of people to get proper actual focus. Here's the near and the normal. And again, here is the PENTAX 50. I bought this online. I'm going to invest in a speed booster for it, but right now I'm just using the 49 to 52 step-up ring, and I'm using a PENTAX to 4.3 dumb adapter, which just makes the 50 into a 100 millimeter with the crop factor of the blackmagic 4K pocket. So it actually gives a pretty decent 100 millimeter. It's just very hard to focus, and you can't have your actor too close to the actual camera itself. The focus is really weird with this, and this is this little adapter I bought for like 50 bucks, the PENTAX to PK to micro four thirds. So that's another adapter that goes onto it, and of course you got your step-up ring, which goes to your Anamorphic. So very, very, lots of little steps. Here is the actual PENTAX at 100 millimeter equivalent with the 50 millimeter lens and the adapter, and then through the Anamorphic. You don't have that vignetting on the edges. Here you can see that how this gimbal is really cool because it has a delay from turning left to right and then up and down as well. But the beauty of it is, unlike other gimbals, it actually comes with a little remote control system. So you can actually do smooth, buttery smooth, slow and stops scenes. You can actually have an adapter, so this goes on a tripod or a crane. You can also do some tilts. You got to watch out for these up and down tilts because the extreme weight of the camera could actually, the actual camera can't handle it when you start putting it down too much. But horizontally you're good. You can also do like a tilt on it as well. So it's really beautiful. I really like it. You could also change the angle and then run with it, so you could have it facing up and to the left, but you can be running forward on the set.